went out on a rescue mission. There were 6 of us on the boat that we were on. Apparently we were hit with a large breaker which rolled the boat over. It swept the other 5 crewmen off the boat. We never found them. When it re-righted, I was with it for probably an hour and a half, and then it rolled again and it put me into the surf. Was washed up on the beach, and a couple of guys happened to be there and found me and dragged me up out of the water. I have a lot of nightmares on it. Hearing somebody out in the water yelling for help and you can't help them.
One of the biggest things was my temper. I was very quick to anger. Just the slightest things I found would just spark me off. I think that what really did it was one night that there was just something flying overhead. And I'm not one to I was always taught you never lay your hands on a woman. That's just how I was taught. But one night I ended up tackling my wife to the ground and I found myself on top of her. It was that realization going, okay, this is not right. And the look and fear that I saw in her eyes really hurt me inside.
You go from military to civilian, you don't have the support like you do when you're in the service, because people don't understand the service. They just assume John's being, I'll just say mean, and he's not trying to be mean.
I automatically assumed every time somebody's like, oh, you're different, you've changed. Oh, I've got to try and get back to that. I've got to figure out how to be that guy again. And with what you've experienced in your body's own physical reactions to that, every time something kind of stirs something up, it's not going to happen.
I got back from Afghanistan and I pretty much, when I was over there after we lost our Mustang 2-2 crew, I pretty much quit flying. I just did my own thing and walked away. So I thought it was going to be easier than having to deal with it. So, you just try to get as far away from those kind of, everything that reminds you of everything. So I went to therapy for about 6 months, and then I didn't like it very much. And the doctor must have realized it, and he's like, hey, what's going on? And he knows it. And so he asked me some questions, and I came out and I told him I was going to commit suicide. So I wrote a letter in my pocket that I carried around, and I was going to do it. And I was going to end my life.
There is no cure for PTSD. The traumatic stress physically changes certain things in your brain. It doesn't go away. There's no shot you can get. And rimfire is not a cure, but he helps me manage the symptoms. I feel more normal most of the time, but a lot of that comes from having my wife understand me a little bit better and rimfire with me 100% of the time.
Yeah, he's my world. It's speechless what this program's done and what they've done for me and my family. It's changed my world. So it's awesome.
He helps me get over it. He knows when I'm having problems.
Every time we start a new class, we usually start with about 6 veterans, and it is our hope the day before they met their service dog is their last worst day, and the day they meet their service dog is their best first day.